Some would call it being a diva. When you're good, it's not bragging. And elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the LSU Fighting Tigers, Baton Rouge and Tiger Stadium. As we'll see the runner-up from last year's national championship, the Miami Hurricanes, taking on the 21st-ranked team in the land, the LSU Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. The Canes will kick it away first. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. To the ground with the back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a ball.
Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are, guys.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, you know, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time. They knew they'd have a national stage, and they got a chance to prove just how good they are.
Oh, man, make that statement. Make that early statement. We always look at the end of the season, and what does the committee say? Oh, they beat top 25 so-and-so. Here's your chance to put that on your resume that'll pay off big time and late in the season.
Punt is on its way. Just a wall of defenders everywhere he looks, and he's guided out of bounds after a short return. This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. From the gun, the ground game. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
How nice is it in an offense when you can generate explosive plays by running the football? You got to force feed this guy, man. He is an absolute game changer.
To the ground, he's got it again. Got some room, headed to the goal line, and he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Hurricane! That running back just had a caravan of blockers to take him into the end zone.
There's not very many times at home, Reese, where I'm going to say that everybody watching on their couch could have scored on that play. This is one of them.
They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. Looks as if the defense was a little too eager there, got into the neutral zone, and that'll be a 5-yard penalty. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. They wasted no time on that drive. 2 plays, touchdown just like that. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. Wide receiver comes in motion. They're going to throw it to start the drive. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
That's just a tremendous individual effort by the defender. He's able to defeat his block and get to the ball and get the ball down on the ground. Very, very nice job.
Fires to the big fella. At the 35, he's got room. Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line. LSU right back to the line.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. The big pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and 1.
The offense has a little bit of success on the ground, and they're up. Look at them.
Deep shot for the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers! They won it all, and that is exactly what they got. Extra point here will tie the game.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Looking deep. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but 2nd down coming.
Looks to me on that deep ball like he was forcing it a little bit. You got to be careful as a quarterback. You're not trying to outduel the other guy who just threw a touchdown pass. You're just trying to win the game. So just execute the plays. The ball goes to who it's designed to go to. And if that means you got to turn around and hand it off, then that's what you got to do. But I think on that last deep ball, he'd be forcing it a little bit.
They make the stop, not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down. Better get that seismograph ready here in Death Valley. Huge 3rd down coming. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking left. It's caught. And an explosive play has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line. And the Canes will line it up on 1st and 10. Wants to throw it. He tries to take the top off. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Well, on defense, they know that this offense is going to try and take shots. They're going to try and keep their secondary players in a position to make these types of plays. Good job on the back end forcing that incompletion.
And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
You want to make a guy that's elite, that's one of the best in the business, start to become more and more human. Keep getting hits on. Nice job by the defense, getting in his face, being physical. Make him feel your presence. Don't let him get comfortable back there in that pocket.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. He's missed 3 in a row now with that last incompletion. 3 straight misfires has left them staring at 4th and 10, but they'll try it again. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Floating away. Rolling right and going deep. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive.
And you will always remember your first. And how about that? Breaking on the football, getting an INT, the first INT. Keep the football, brother. The first of many big-time plays for this guy.
LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. They evened things up the last time they had him. The defense helped them out and a chance to go on top with this drive. And he runs into a wall. Maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage. And the Tigers will hustle to the line.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant.
Looking deep down the right side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Oh, my goodness. I mean, the huge opportunity. He throws the deep ball down the field right in the breadbasket, and he drops it. There's no coming back from that one. There's nothing nice to say. Just refire, play the next play.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Oh, he loves to fire downfield.
Well, the defense is waking up now, right? The first drive, they allowed a touchdown. They were a bit scrambled. They kind of all got together, rallied on the sideline. They've been pretty lights out since. Forced a punt on the last possession. They've now got the offense set up in 4th down again. Great job there. Pass defense, 3rd down. This defense now starting to put it together.
And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. A little wrinkle here as they go to the Wildcat and use the extra blocker. Back has it. Fakes it past the marker. He'll go out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Big pickup there, and this offense is feeling it. Lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they've got. Direct snap. He's in open space downfield. Kearney on the jet. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Canes. And a huge run from the back for 6.
Man, it's nice to have a running back that can do that. That makes everything else easy on offense. Hey, hand it to that guy. He makes a big play. Yes, please.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Gentlemen, that pivotal top 15 battle is in the books. Here's how things went down. Alabama was able to come away with the victory, but it was not the type of dominant win we've seen over the years. Roll Tide, sure, but this one lacked any real style points. Always fun to see two of the game's better teams duke it out at this point of the season. A good barometer, fellas, for both coaches.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Opening play of this drive comes from the 11. To the air on 1st down. Pocket breaking down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's thrown to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Pulls it and fires to the left. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. Picked off, a turnover in their own end. Going the other way, and he's got room. Touchdown, Miami! And what a turn of events as this defense gets the pick 6. What a play by this defense with the pick 6.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Motion from the wideout. RPO complete to open the drive. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Wants to go up top. Here's the pressure. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
What a play by the defender that time, because he's matched up one-on-one man coverage against an outstanding wide receiver, and it's the defender who makes the play. Really, really good position. He was up to the challenge. Be interesting to see if this quarterback goes his way again.
Ball's at the 27. This offense facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He rifles one deep to the left. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's taking the shot. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Nothing going right for this team early in the first quarter here. The defense is getting gashed, and now you've thrown a pick. The head coach has got to get his team together and get everybody to calm down and settle in.
And this defense, they've got to do a big job here. Like, offense put you in a bad spot. You haven't had some great moments, but this possession, we've got to get a stop, got to stop the bleeding, and get the ball back to our offense.
So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look. Snap to the back. Oh, and he wants to throw. It's incomplete. Trying a little razzle-dazzle there, but it'll be 3rd down.
This defensive coaching staff, they love their secondary, and they love the matchups they have. They believe they've got 5 guys at least back there that can cover one-on-one. You saw a great example of it there on 3rd down, forcing the incompletion.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Punch it out of the air. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. And the Hurricanes will punt this one away. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. Bottled him up, not a whole lot of room to run on that return, and that's how this period will come to an end. Now to see if they can answer this early blitz here in the 2nd quarter. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Might be changing the route. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Makes the grab. It's Burnett. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds. Mark it at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work. Big play out of the gate to start this drive, and here they come again. Death Valley has a well-earned rep of being intimidating. It is nice to be the quarterback, to have everything on your side.
And to have everything quiet. It's the loudest place by far that I ever played. I mean, for an entire game, they are on their feet, yelling, screaming. Now listen, we can't play all the words they're yelling, Reese, but they are an intimidating crowd.
And he is finding wide-open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. He'll be stopped short of the 40, right at the 41, and this interception has given them a great opportunity. We thought we'd see a little Wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. Back has it. Look out, he's got room. Picks up the first down, still moving. They bring him down, but that's why you give them that Wildcat look to create an opportunity for big plays. Offense lines up for a 1st and 10 from the 43. Unloads to the wideout. Grabbed over the middle. It's Francis. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. They've moved to the 16. It's 1st and 10. Lets it fly. He snares it in the end zone. Touchdown, Hurricane.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play. Just
got a little room. There he goes. Open it up. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. Well, maybe they thought if they kicked it into the end zone that he wouldn't dare bring it back. Instead, he just dared them to tackle him, and nobody could. What an explosive return.
Yeah, and those guys got so much speed, they ain't scared. And you could tell, takes it out, good blocking, give him a little crease, and you could see the speed. You don't put slow guys back deep. You don't see Jesse Palmer returning kicks. No. You see the fast guys, and you see an open space, and boom, he's gone.
Lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they've got. Motion from the back. Snap to the back. Getting that push. A pickup of 4 out to the 26.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Looking to fire. Throws to the wideout. Got him downfield. And he's loose on the right. The 10. Touchdown, Canes. And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching it.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge. And also the anticipation, the time to be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone. That was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Burnett. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look. On the direct snap, it's Potts. He kept those legs moving, got 3 out to the 19. We thought we'd see a little Wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. Stopped at the 25 after a 5-yard gain. They'll turn to the Wildcat to keep this drive alive. On the direct snap, it's Potts. Oh, he's got some space. And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line.
And 3rd and 1, you know they're running the football. It's just a matter of who's getting it and where they're going. But this offense, it really didn't matter. Nice job up front, nice execution. Picking up not only the one, making it an even bigger play and getting the first down.
He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage. Lining up in the Wildcat, let's see what they've got. Powers through the defender. Found a little room out of the Wildcat that time, just short of the first down.
How about the play by the speed back? You think about speed, you think about breaking ankles. He broke the tackle because he's so fast, moving so fast, hard to get the guy on the ground.
We were at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. They'll break out the Wildcat to try to move the chains. Direct snap. It's Potts. Defense played the Wildcat very well on that one, stopping them for a short gain.
Fourth down coming up.
Here comes the Wildcat. Watch out here. On the snap, it's Potts. Fires to the right. Big tight end makes the grab. First down, still on his feet. How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down? So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look. Direct snap. Wildcat look didn't get much. Picked up a few on that one. We thought we'd see a little Wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. They forced ahead just a bit. Not a lot working with the Wildcat there.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
On the direct snap, it's Potts. They make the stop, but not before the chains move and the Wildcat formation pays off.
Well, that's kind of the advantage of third and medium, right? Is the defense, you keep them guessing. You can throw it, you can run it. That time they hand it off and they pick it up.
Yeah, and you can see the D drop back a little bit. It creates a little bit of space. The running back blasts through, gets the first down.
Setting up the screen. Got some room, entered to the goal line. Touchdown LSU! And they take it in for 6 more points.
We needed that. They needed to punch the ball in the end zone. They needed to cut this to a 2-score game, and they needed some positive momentum. Something going well, something to point to at half to say, guys, we got a chance. That drive, they put it together. Nice job by this offense.
Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. Gets it all the way out to the 33 before he stops.
Will take over. First and 10.
They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. Wants to throw on first down. That pass is incomplete. High the chains now on second and long. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. Finds the tight end. Turning it on! Across the 50-yard line on the huge pickup, and he's out of bounds at the 45. Now a first down from the 45-yard line. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open, because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. He'll take a shot. And he got a hand on it to knock it down in the end zone.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
It's complete. Gets it down to the 33. They pick up the first down. Got to use their time wisely. And the Canes headed quickly to the line. Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the tight end. He'll be run out of bounds right at the 25. After the first down completion, it's second and short. Back to pass. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming.
And that's your goal. Separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it.
Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Miami! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Man, what great offensive execution. You talk about addressing a 2-minute situation and using almost all of the clock, adding to your lead and creating more momentum going into the half. Great execution by this offense.
Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. Coming out with it, it's Burnett. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Lining up in the Wildcat, let's see what they've got. Back has it. Finding an escape route. Defense played the Wildcat very well on that one, stopping them for a short gain. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Snap to the back. Picks up the first down. Big gainer there that'll look good in the stat column, but not quite enough to put any points on the board before time expires here in the first half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. LSU ready to put it away and open this second half. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look. Direct snap. The Wildcat created an alley, picked up a few, still some work to do for the first down. We thought we'd see a little Wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. Defense fills those gaps. He's got 1 to the 28. Looking to convert, they'll go to the Wildcat. Back has it. They might go back to that one in a big spot as they pick up the first down out of the Wildcat.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical. They're trying to stay on the field.
Stop behind the line of scrimmage, and that is a rare sight for this defense today against this guy. Lining up in the Wildcat, let's see what they've got. Snap to the back. Oh, and he wants to throw it. And it's an incomplete pass on the deep shot, but the flag is down. Let's check the call. Holding on the offense, accepted, so they'll back up and go at it again. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look. Direct snap. It's complete to the right. At the 40, there he goes. All kinds of room to the right. The 10, and he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Hurricanes!
Man, oh man, when you got a weapon like that, you got to find him, and you got to give him the ball in space. You have some plays on your play sheet, and some of them just say, that guy, get him the ball, let him do the rest. Dangerous weapon out of the backfield, catching the football, making the big play.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Louisville is getting taken to the cleaners today. We're talking heavy starch on a hanger, and don't let the door hit you on the way out. They're trailing by 14 to Buffalo. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected, fellas.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. We thought we'd see a little Wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. Back has it. Can't get him to the ground. Punches ahead, they'll give him a yard to the 13.
Man, a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
Breaks into the open. And he's got enough for the first down. They'll mark it at the 34. LSU quick to the line.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot.
He's going to throw deep right side. And he makes the catch inside the 15. That is just a gargantuan play as he has it all the way down to the 12. The entire complexion of this possession changed on that one play. Now they've got it 1st and 10 inside the 20. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. The Tigers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play at 2nd and a mile. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete. Now facing a 3rd and long. Here we go. Wants to throw again. Here's a heat. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Tigers.
Man, and he's hurt because defensively you got him right where you want him. You got him backed up. You got to make him make a play, but you want to make him throw. He doesn't throw because he can do that. Let him scramble around, make something out of nothing, and run it in for the score.
He's not quite going to get there, and the try for 2 fails, and they are unable to cut into this lead any further. After that score, they'll try to build some momentum here in the 3rd quarter and get it back with an onside kick. That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute them.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Inside the 25. Nothing but green grass down the middle. Touchdown, Canes. He broke away from the deep. They couldn't catch him.
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
And the extra point was good. That drive took no time at all. A couple of plays and finished it with a long run for the touchdown. Kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Fielded in the end zone. It's Burnett. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. They cashed in on a short field last time they had it, and now they'll... There he goes! Coming out, attacking from deep in their own end, and they're out at the 26 for the 1st down. LSU right back to the line. Trying to beat the D deep. And that one falls incomplete. They tried to go over the top on 1st down. 2nd down coming up.
Well, you can see the frustration on this guy's face. He's one of the best receivers in college football, and they knew coming into this game that he had to get touches, but you can't say enough about how good this defense has been defending him. They've always had an answer, whether it's single coverage, double coverage, man or zone. They have not let him go off.
Going over the top. And that ball is hauled in inside the 35. LSU with the 1st and 10 here.
I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a 1st down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
Fires to the wideout. Just missed his man, gave him just a little too much.
Well, the quarterback knew where he wanted to go with the ball. His intended target just wasn't open, so the quarterback made sure he put that football in the stands.
Misfired on first down, back to the air on second. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Trying to pick up a first down. Quarterback making checks. On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And they can't make the connection on third down, but hold everything there is.